Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. For those of you just tuning in, my name is Marlon. And when did the stream start? As in, like less than 15 seconds ago. So how you guys doing? You guys had a good day, or hoping the weekend would lighten your mood, or wishing that you had better days ahead? For me, well, I can tell you this, is that there's a lot going on. And the one thing I am looking forward to is the part of the weekend that really excites me. Although I can't really say exactly, but it has to be something exciting. Praying for everyone to enjoy their weekends. Hoping that I would enjoy mine too. So anyway, enough of the whole like self-dialogue thing about my whole life. Not really. It's just part of my life so far. Let's take a look at the radar right now and see what we got. Let me just switch things to winter weather, because sometimes it snows, other times it rains. You know what I mean? Okay. What the hell is going on with this? With the I don't know what this is. This is all I know is that something's not right here. Looks like it's okay. Now I see it's moving. Apparently there was something going on, folks. Something going on. All right. Yeah, it's kind of moving a little fast. For some reason. I don't know. I mean, for some reason, it's like something isn't right now. All right, let's just leave it at that for now. But all I can say is, folks, is that there are showers in the Northeast, but from where I live, well, we do have mostly cloudy skies in the area. Yet rain is occurring throughout eastern Pennsylvania, coastal portion of New England, and as well as the northern half of New England, and parts of the Catskills, the Finger Lakes region, and the Adirondacks, and even the Thousand Island region. The Thousand Islands region of upstate New York, and especially just some spotty showers throughout northwestern Pennsylvania going into Ohio, but we'll get to it in a second. The rest of the mid-Atlantic and the southeast is quite, quiet. But Texas, definitely the western half of Texas is dealing with some rain, maybe some thunderstorms, along with Oklahoma, northern Arkansas, Missouri, southern Kansas, Illinois, parts of Kentucky, parts of Indiana, and parts of Ohio, and as well as Michigan. But there are spotty showers throughout Wisconsin, but in the lake shores, I mean, right along the lake shore of Lake Michigan, there does seem to be some mix freezing rain and sleet east of Green Bay and in Manitowoc. I don't know how you pronounce it, but either way, it's going into Lake Michigan, and then it transitions back to rain once it ends up in Michigan. There's also rain throughout much of Minnesota, with rain moving in towards Minneapolis. Spotty showers all over South Dakota and North Dakota, and as well as around the Billings area, Montana, and some snow showers throughout parts of Wyoming, Yellowstone. Southeastern Idaho, dealing with some mountain snow and valley rains, especially down south towards Salt Lake City, then following down along I-15 towards St. George, Arizona, the Grand Canyon, especially Flagstaff, Prescott, and as well as anywhere north of Phoenix. Oh yeah, and some spotty showers anywhere north of Las Vegas and around Mesquite. And let's not forget about some showers just located in southeastern California, but along the interior, like along the Colorado River Valley, the Mojave Desert, dealing with some showers as we go up to the Pacific Northwest, all is quiet. Are there any special weather statements? Yeah, there are actually two of them, and two of them are in Michigan. So right now, just got to be very careful. There does seem to be some heavy amounts of rain, and especially some mixture along with it. In places like just west of Cadillac, Big Rapids, Muskegon, anywhere north of Grand Rapids, Michigan. All right, folks, that's it for the current conditions for the entire contiguous part of the United States. We will move on with Mushroom City in Minecraft right now, so let's get started. All right, so here we are right now, and it says more polygons. Yeah, I mean, there are lots of squares and such in the game. All right, so now where did we leave off? Well, I can tell you this, folks, is that right now we're picking up from where we left off from the previous episode. And remember when I said that I was going to get a new keyboard? Well, I did order through Amazon, but unfortunately it is coming late, and which means that it's another episode with me playing with a crappy keyboard. It's ridiculous. Right now, I'm pondering about what am I going to do right now, because all I can say is, folks, that things are not going my way. Not just in the game, but also everywhere else. I'm not going to even go further into my struggles in life. But boy, it's terrible. Okay, so right now we are at Southeast 5th Street. How do I approach this? Well, okay, so where do I begin? What should it say? Okay, so I got 2 lanes, but each lane is 2 blocks wide for a horse. And they have to go either left or right. And for the one on the left side, it goes south. And the other one, the right lane goes north. And knowing this is Southeast 5th Street, well, I just got to think critically about this. So I would say, let's see, well, because I want an arrow that goes this way, right? But I need something more than that. Huh. I got it. No. Now, turn and then left. Yeah, I'm still thinking, folks. Still thinking. Turn left. Okay. I think I can hear background music right now. I have to pause for a moment, folks. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I forgot the mic was turned off. Anyway, right now I am dealing with the. Oh wait. Right now I am working on this. This one goes north. Here we go. And this one I will label it turn left. Alright, so we got it. Now we're going to turn right. 5th Street. 5th Street, head south. Turn right. Alright, this is good. You're getting there. Traffic, keep left. Alright, so now that we're covered in that part right now, I mean, we can, like, move things around. Like what? Okay, so we got ourselves an overpass, but now the question is I need to move some things. That, whoops, I don't know why I put, like, all caps. Okay, so right now, I'm just dealing with this. Okay, make it 2, I guess. That's excellent. We got that. Okay, so it's on the side. Come on, move it! What the hell is wrong with the keyboard? Work with me, stupid. Stupid ass keyboard. Won't even do its job right. Okay, so this is what we got. Alright. We got it. Okay, so far so good. Except I need to change some things. Yeah, we're gonna repeat the same process, except on the other side. We got it. Okay, so now we move on to the other side. Well, is this thing on drugs? Is this fucking thing on drugs? Okay. Now, clone this bad boy. Now we move on. There. Move. Yeah, I gotta move it here because Southeast 5th Avenue was 2 lanes, but this is 3. You got it, dude. Move this there. Yep. Now what's my next step? Let's see, my next step, I mean, of course, just to... Actually, like, I can replicate it. Now, oh, come on. Just work with me. Yeah, this keyboard definitely needs a one-way trip to rehab. To fucking work. There we go. Okay, so for this one, we're going to change this one. And we're going to edit. Edit this one and change it to South. Hold on, folks. There are sirens that are blaring right now. Alright, we're back. South Mushroom. Yeah, nothing I can do about it. Can I make... No, I can't do that. Or better yet, I could turn this into... Here we go. Clever, right? I got you. South Mushroom. Road. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. No! Damn! hate it when it does that. Now I have to copy off of this on what I just said. Okay, all traffic left to center. All traffic. Traffic left of center. Do not enter freeway. And this one goes left of center. Do not enter freeway. Okay, so I finally got that part fixed. Now I'm gonna call this one south. South. Turn left. South road. North. Turn right. Right? Good, because I don't know. Try to remove the caps. I mean, move it to another one. Okay, so this is west, right? Okay, so I had to replicate it because it's just that like there are two lanes that need to go through here, right? And one lane that needs to go right. Then on the other side, that lane goes that way, then there, and then this middle lane goes through there, then there. But this left lane right there from the view on the opposing side from where I'm viewing from, meaning looking the opposite I'm looking at, well, that person will turn left to the highway. So what does it look like as a result? Ah, that was just lousy. Okay, that's what we got so far. Yeah, this one points north. It's 6:32 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Welcome to the stream. For those of you just tuning in, my name is Marlon, and this is episode 19 of Mushroom City in Minecraft. How you guys doing? Right now, I just need to do some things. South Mushroom Road. This one points north. It says turn left. and in the opposite direction. This one says South Mushroom Road, south, turn right. Hold on, folks, get something. Okay, I'm trying to think, folks. Okay, so let me see. South room. Yeah, let me clone this bad boy as usual. Sorry about that. Okay, let me see the other side just to verify, just to make sure things are okay. Yeah, the sun's going down right now. So let's see, I'm a traveler who's out of town, and now I'm getting off, and now I have to decide on where to go right now. Okay, so I'm going to City Center Plaza, and the only way to do that is for me to follow the signs. It says South Mushroom Road North. Okay, so I go, there's a gas station from what I assume. And I go through City Center Plaza right now. And I just hit my way around the roundabout. Right now, the city, it's getting dark from the sunset. Now it is time for me to get out of City Center Plaza and right to the highway. But I had to make a decision. Do I head west or do I head east? Let's just assume we head west. Okay, so now I have to choose. So if I want to go to the highway, I go here. No need to worry about signals. Go to the airport. Right? Now, off we go! Haha! But now comes the tricky part, because I got a freeway to build. We're going to start off from here. go. That's southeast, no, southwest 5th Avenue. Wait a minute, where am I going? Like, I should probably stop here. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me talk over, let me talk over. Hold on. That was the most obnoxiously loud music I've ever heard. Just, it would have been enough for Twitch to pick up, just to hit me with a strike. Why can't I move? Hello? Move, please. Stupid keyboard. I'm interested in playing the game, not being played here. Ugh. Man, that keyboard can't come soon enough. Okay, so things are good so far. Okay. Now what? Let's put stuff here. Alright, we got it. No! Yeah, the reason why I'm complaining about this keyboard, it's because, well, even though I was done streaming, but the keyboard problems persisted, so it may not be the game. It may have to do something with my keyboard, because, I mean, I've had this keyboard for almost 10 years, believe it or not. It's been that long since I actually had a new keyboard. Here because, well, you need that, right? This is southwest 10th Avenue. We're just about a mile, or about a mile away from City Center Plaza. I'm thinking about creating a time-lapse video for you guys one of these days, because I want to show you guys what the length, the time it took me to create the important monument. I think I can hear background music. Might as well do it, the same way on the other side. Yeah, we'll talk about potential severe weather in about an hour from now, because that's something that I want to talk to you guys about. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think I can duplicate the process. There we go. That's nice, right? Let me mute the mic. Sorry about that, folks. It was a really, really long mishap from outside. Something I can't control though. I'll fill it with white concrete already. Come on. Yeah, I'm debating this right now. Not anymore. Not anymore. Here we go. fill it up right now. White concrete, right? Finally, we do have there we go. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, I'm trying to think right now. How can I move from one thing to another? Okay, let me see where. See how deep it is. Okay, so it's 55. Okay, so negative 55. That's the lowest. Sorry about that. Again. Actually, this is perfect. Make that 2. Like 49. Okay. 49. Good. Make that 55, right? Good. Yeah, so this is what the view looks like without the interchange yet. I mean, so far it's quite a view. We're not even close to that yet. Oh, it's doing it to me again. No, come on, don't do this to me. Don't be mean. Come on. I said don't be mean to me. Come on. Okay. Okay, finally. business right now. Clone this. Now drop down to 53. Well, come on, don't do this to me. Let's make this fun. You got it. You got it, dude. Oh, come on, don't be mean. There we go. That's nice. That's so nice. Go. That's it. Okay. Now we got it. And now I do have a weather topic of the day. It's about potential temperature, but I just need a better way to illustrate, just so that you guys would understand what potential temperature really means. Because not a lot of people know about any fancy meteorological terms there are. That's where I come in. Okay. You know what I find really funny, folks? All of my life, I've been trying to put myself on TV. Oh well, trying to put myself on TV, trying to put my face on TV, for 26 years, and it goes nowhere, with the exception of my usernames. But the thing is, it's not on local TV, it's national TV, believe it or not. I was only lucky enough so far to end up with that. It's like another way of saying, like, maybe TV, like, doesn't want me. The internet does. And now I know that, TV is dying. TV is dying because of the fact that they ignored me for so long. Now, they're paying the price. Wah, wah, wah. Well, that's what you well, not you guys. I would say to those people who reject me for me being a TV meteorologist, well, that's what y'all deserve. Y'all deserve this fate. This is all, yeah, you brought this all on yourselves, TV industry. You did this, you didn't want me in it, and now you're paying for it. And it would definitely put you out of business. Sad, but true. World's changing. So am I. Yep, sucks to be on TV nowadays. Because TV is dying. And I'm not saying it as a jealous guy, I'm saying it as a fact. TV is dying. And I bet a lot of people from the TV industry, would totally beg to differ on that. But look at the stats. Look up online. That's what I'm doing right now. Doing it as a means of the alternative version of what TV broadcast meteorology is all about. So now I'm starting to embrace this whole idea of the independent broadcast meteorology, part of broadcast meteorology, meaning no TV, no commercial, that means no commercial stations of any kind, because they will censor you. You sign a contract, you do exactly what they want you to do. That means no swearing. Okay, which is, well, look. Now, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that as a result of me not getting hired as a TV meteorologist, well, now the TV industry is dying. That's just my belief, just my opinion, though. So why does it matter? Well, it's sort of true, folks, sort of true. No helping me with my demo reels? No problem. Just watch, the whole shit go down to waste. Oh well. I feel left out. Now, the very industry that made me feel left out, now they brought it all on themselves as a dying industry. Now, look where I'm at right now. Winning the argument. In fact, unlike being on TV at a local station, I can at least say whatever is on my mind, speak my mind without repercussions, without getting fired. Talk about something I want to talk about, especially specific weather topics that I want to talk about. No holding back. Nothing. If I get thousands of views, for this, for speaking my mind, great. It would be the best thing that would ever happen to me. Now, I'm not becoming political. That's just my opinion. But still, I mean, if I do get hired by TV media, if I get hired as a TV meteorologist, that's only because they watched me and they heard me loud and clear. And finally, they would listen to reason. But right now, but until that happens, there's no reasoning left. In fact, it's better than getting paid about $8 an hour, like in some small town. Working for more than half a day. Now I know what you think. Why are you complaining about this? That's what happens, when you crush my childhood dream, going through. Hold on. Now I'm back. Well, now I make my own rules as I go. I am my own station. I am my own contract. Let's see what we got. So what does this mean? Does this mean that my dream is dead? Well, here's what I think, folks. What I'm trying to do as a result of me getting rejected so many times over and over by the traditional route of me becoming a broadcast meteorologist, I've now realized that it is time that I modify my childhood dream into the 21st century. What does that mean? It means it is time for my childhood dream of the 20th century it is time that we start streaming weather, not be impeded by the standards of the 20th century. The 21st century is a whole new era of broadcast meteorology, and the TV industry is starting to die. It's left me behind, and now a lot of traditional stations are closing. Yep, traditional TV stations, they are losing numbers. It's true. Look it all up on the internet. I'm not making this up. I'm not trying to make some kind of conspiracy theory shit. This is all true. Just Google it. A lot of people would beg to differ on that. That's because they don't want you to know. In fact, a lot of people can call me controversial just because of what I said in this stream about traditional broadcast meteorology. That's completely different from my version or the independent broadcast meteorology that's now the new norm. Well, this is the future. I am building a future. I have to make an interchange right now. Yeah, I'm not trying to be negative here, but I'm just trying to be, I'm trying to be honest. Yeah, I'm not kidding around, not. Yeah, I'm not mincing words here. yeah, I'm just being real with you guys about, traditional broadcast meteorology versus, me being an independent broadcast meteorologist. I'm just saying as it is. Yeah, I mean, I do have a friend of mine from a long time ago, like, who did say that, physical media is dying. Well, it's not exactly his words, but in a way, it's like, similar to what I was talking about. Because after all, TV is dying. That's a sad fact. Not trying to say it out of jealousy. I'm saying it because I'm just being real with you guys. And in my opinion, that's probably, and in my, well, my biased, my biased, sulking mind set that I'm saying with, that may be the exact reason why I'm not a TV meteorologist at all. They want someone super talented. They don't care. There's less room for people like me. And now look what's happening. Okay. Okay, this is what we got so far. That's good. Yeah, but thing is, I'm not like talking down on my friends. I'm just saying it like it is. Well, yeah, with no offense to any of my friends who are on TV and who were on TV. I'm just saying it. I'm just being real. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Right. Yeah, it's kind of quiet since my ranting of traditional broadcast meteorology versus you know, ind- indie broadcast meteorologists like me. I mean, like I said, I'm not in it to look down on my friends who are on TV or who were on TV or even thinking about being on TV, but I'm just being real. Yeah, I could see City Center Plaza from here. All in the day's work. Here we go. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it. Leave it. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. But we'll continue playing Minecraft on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, probably Tuesday. But yeah, I mean, we will stream this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. But we're gonna try to finish Kingdom Hearts the first game, and if I'm lucky, maybe we'll play Kingdom Hearts 2, the second one. But am I going to end the stream? Well, folks, not really. I'm not going to end the stream, but I am going to leave it there. Run, coward, I hunger. We're actually going to spend 30 minutes talking about the weather, and what we got right now is that in the northeast we do have some showers that have just moved on and are moving towards the east, leaving the northeast as we speak. Hold on a moment, folks. Okay, so for right now we okay. So sorry about that. So anyway, like I said, we do have rain that's located throughout much of New England and upstate New York, but for some time it has been moving out, and as a result, hold on, let me pause it just for you guys to see what I'm talking about. Me stuttering. Okay, so what we got right now is that we got a lot of rain throughout Maine and some throughout northern coast of New England, like New Hampshire, northern Vermont, and a little bit in upstate New York and the Adirondacks region, and some scattered showers throughout the Keystone State and the Catskills. Nothing much to report on throughout the Mid-Atlantic and the South, except for Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri. They're enduring a lot of rain right now, with a cold front and a stationary front swinging from Texas all the way towards Iowa and towards Wisconsin. But in the south, they're dealing with a lot of rain, some thunderstorms right now. And as for the Midwest, they're currently dealing with a lot of showers and maybe some storms associated with a cold front that's now in Iowa and then has spread towards Wisconsin and Michigan. But Michigan has a warm front, and Upper Peninsula of Michigan has a cold front and a stationary front right now. And there are some warnings, some weather alerts in Michigan. We'll get to that in a second, with some scattered mixing rain, freezing rain, some sleet throughout Lake Huron and Wisconsin as well, along Lake Michigan, but just a tiny bit. But with the rest of the Badger State dealing with the rain as. Hold on a moment. This mouse is also not working, even though it's brand new. Yet in Minnesota, southern Minnesota, dealing with rain, and as well as the Dakotas. I think I can hear background music. Hold on. So sorry about that, folks. Apparently, a lot of people are so obnoxious nowadays that I'm trying not to be negative here, but unfortunately, the negativity is so contagious that even when you try to keep calm, like there's always different ways just to rile you up so bad, which is getting to me like right now. Anyway, enough of that. We're here to talk about the weather. So we got plenty of snow throughout Colorado, but in the southeastern part of the state, there is rain, and as well as Arizona, and scattered showers throughout northern New Mexico. Scattered showers throughout Wyoming, and scattered snow showers in Wyoming and southeast Montana. Also dealing with some showers, scattered showers as well, and as well as northern Utah, but in the mountainous parts of the state, and as well as Idaho, they're dealing with snow going down along I-15. The same story, but once you're in Arizona, well, there is a lot of rain in most areas, but there are a few spots throughout Arizona, including Flagstaff, that are enduring some snow. It's quite chilly there, folks, over there. And even in south and eastern California, just to the east of LA, in the Mojave Desert, and in the Pacific Northwest, only a lot of rain, but just a little bit, just off of Oregon. Yeah, the mouse is not cooperating right now. Now, there are flash flood warnings, but they're all located in Hawaii. So I don't know if I'll be able to... Oh, I can! Okay, so we do have... yeah, I don't see anything. I don't think the radar is working in Hawaii, but I don't know if I can really go here for the single site radar. Okay, so I can. Okay, so unfortunately we cannot do severe winter weather in Hawaii. I mean, even though it is tropical, but there's barely anything, especially in the Big Island of Hawaii. Regardless, there is a lot of rain that's moving in towards Honolulu throughout the entire island of Oahu. Folks, you see what I'm doing? I mean, this is not me. This is the mouse acting so weird. I don't know why. But anyway, another island. Also dealing with, plenty of rains right now. What's that island, you ask? It's in Maui. Yeah, folks, it's in Maui right now. Yeah, I really need to do a better job in memorizing the islands of Hawaii. I mean, for one thing, I've never been to Hawaii. Maybe someday I will. Anyway, back to the contiguous United States. This mouse is also giving me trouble. Let's get back to the mainland. So what's next? Okay, so let's check what's going on right now in terms of the current conditions. Right now, we're going to treat this as the current conditions right now. Okay, let's move up to, let's say, 0Z. Okay, so right now, it's not what I wanted to do. Well, we do have a cold front that's very clear, as you can see. I mean, with the huge contrast in temperatures. This mouse is giving me so much trouble. Right? So, what I'm trying to say is, folks, is that there's a lot of warmth throughout places like Texas, the rest of the South, with the exception of cold temperatures throughout the northern tip of the panhandle part of Texas, and as well as the western panhandle of Oklahoma as well. Warmth extending towards the Ohio Valley, and as well as parts of the Northeast as well, but a little chilly in Maine. But there's also mild temperatures throughout Arizona, New Mexico, well, actually the southern half of Arizona, and as well as Central Valley, California, the Mojave Desert, and as well as the Pacific Northwest, the coastal portion, and the leeward side as well. And there's also freezing temperatures throughout the Rockies and much of the Great Basin and the Northern Plains as well. But for dew point, let me see, come on, work with me, please. Okay, so we got a lot of moisture that is happening right now throughout places like Texas, much of Texas, the lower half of the Mississippi Valley, the Ohio Valley as well, some parts of the Great Lakes as well, and the East Coast also dealing with buildup of moisture. And along the West Coast, there is plenty of moisture to go around, and the rest, like the interior portions of the West and the Northern Plains, they're bone dry. But let's not forget about Phoenix dealing with plenty of moisture as well. Now, what's next to talk about? As long as this mouse cooperates, we do have... stupid mouse. Even though it's wired, but it still won't help. Well, right now much of the Northeast does have calm winds, but however, let me turn on this. I mean, it's up to 20 miles an hour, but in some areas, the mountainous portions of New England, like the Adirondacks and especially Mount Washington, they're dealing with various amounts of sustained winds of up to 40 miles per hour in Vermont, and in Mount Washington, up to about 70. In the south, well, a lot of strong sustained winds, particularly in western Texas. With winds around 30 to 40 miles per hour, including southern and the northeastern corner of New Mexico, and as well as the panhandle of Texas, dealing with winds of up to 30 miles per hour, plus much of Oklahoma State as well, southeastern various parts of Colorado, southeastern Colorado, the Rockies portion of Colorado, and northwestern Colorado, and as well as southwestern Kansas, and a lot of somewhat breezy conditions throughout the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes region, with up to 30 miles an hour in winds. Okay, so let me try to unplug and plug back the mouse because it's not acting right. Okay, and it's back. Great. Similar story throughout the Rockies portion of Montana, and in places like eastern Utah, around up to 35 miles per hour in sustained winds, as well as southern Utah and the southern half of Nevada, especially the Sierra Nevadas, dealing with sustained winds of around 40 miles an hour, and as well as the mountainous portions of Southern California, just outside of San Diego, like near Mexicali, up to 40 miles an hour, and as well as southern Arizona in various spots. I'm sorry, folks, but this mouse is just horrible. I mean, I'm not shaking or anything. Look. But when now this is getting really, really difficult to manage, folks. Just don't understand what's going on. Alright, I don't want to waste anyone's time right now, but oh, I'm so sorry, folks, but this mouse is horrible. And I sometimes when I whenever things don't work. Well, just have to knock some sense into it, just like I did with my old phone. Sometimes with my old phone. Hold on. This pop filter. Pop filter keeps falling. It just fell off. Right now, I just need to just better. Good. Okay, there we go. I just hope it works, and so far it's doing fine. I mean, I guess that mouse needed to get some knock. Just need to knock some sense into that mouse, if you know what I mean, folks. Now let's talk about gusty winds. So let's just make sure that I don't waste time, because the mouse malfunction might happen again. Regardless, we do have gusty winds of up to 65, 70 miles an hour, a little more than that in Mount Washington, but throughout New England and as well as much of the Northeast, they're dealing with winds of up to 40 miles per hour in gusts. In the South, much of Texas, particularly around the coastal portion of Texas going into San Antonio, Austin, Waco, they got gusty winds of up to 40 miles per hour, but in the western part of Texas, 60 or higher. In the Midwest, the Great Plains, places like western Kansas and the Dakotas, especially in the Missouri River Valley, dealing with gusty winds of up to 30 to 40 miles per hour. The Ohio Valley Great Lakes region, dealing with also winds of up to 30 to 40 miles an hour. Right now I'm just talking in general, folks. In Colorado, southeastern part of the state, they do have winds of up to 40 miles per hour. Same story throughout northwestern Colorado. And stronger winds in southern New Mexico with up to 60, 70 miles per hour in wind gusts. And much of Arizona now has winds of around 40 to 45 miles per hour in gusts. And much of Utah up to 30, 35, 40 miles an hour in some areas. And a whole of Nevada. Look at that. Lots of wind gusts. Some around 50 miles an hour. Or 60, depending on depending on the recorded data. Depending on the observations, how they record their data and such. Gusty winds in the Rockies portion of Montana, around 30 to 40 miles an hour, especially in Idaho. And the Cascades region, it's doing it again. They do have gusty winds of up to 30 miles an hour in the Cascades, Central Valley, California as well, and the mountainous portions surrounding Los Angeles and San Diego with winds of around 35 to 40 to 45 up to 50 miles an hour in some areas, as well as the Sierra Nevadas as well. Now let's talk about precipitation totals. Well, folks, not much rain to talk about in the Northeast, but in places like the Great Plains, they don't have much to talk about, with up to no more than a quarter inch in some areas. But in the Great Lakes region, wherever there is rain, it's probably around half an inch of rain in a few areas. And in Colorado, the Rockies, they have up to a quarter to half an inch of rain, as well as Arizona. In New Mexico, throughout the Four Corners area, and the Great Basin, and as well as the Rockies portion of Wyoming, up to a quarter inch of rain. And the Sierra Nevadas as well, with barely any recorded amount of rain so far, folks. And let's take a look at the snowfall totals so far. And much of it is located in Colorado, with a measurable amount of snow of up to 6 inches, a little more in some areas. Wyoming as well, and in Utah as well, and a little bit in Idaho and northern Arizona, northern Wyoming. No, New Mexico. Sorry about that. And now let's talk about the next 3 days. For the next 3 days, folks, what do we got? Well, let's start off with what we have right now in terms of the shape of the jet stream right now. So this is what we got. Let me zoom out. Okay, well, this is what we got so far. I can't believe this. This mouse will never work, even though it's brand new. Well, what weather is occurring throughout the Great Plains region, from Texas all the way to Michigan, and especially Colorado on the backside, dealing with winter weather as well. That's what we got right now. But as we move towards tomorrow night, we do have... that we got jet stream that's shaped like this, and it's not working once again. It just likes to piss me off so much. The system will move to the east towards the Mississippi Valley, the Ohio Valley, and the Great Lakes region, which means we do have a ridge over the north, just off the east coast, trough that's over the Rockies by tomorrow. But by Sunday night, trace that for you guys. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if this is accurate, but this is what I got so far. We might have a storm in the Mississippi Valley, as well as in Canada, but we do have a trough for what I believe is over Canada, and also another one over the Rockies, a trough over the Ohio Valley, and another one over Ontario. And finally, we do have not much to talk about, folks, but this is what we got. It's kind of flat, which means somewhat settled conditions. We might have a little bit of weather in the Dakotas, and as well as parts of New England as well. So there's only small troughs and small ridges throughout the contiguous part of the United States. I mean, I did say that I was going to talk about severe weather, but we're gonna get on it right now. Let's do it. Let's talk about temperature. For tomorrow morning, there will be warm lows throughout places like the South, the Ohio Valley, and as well as the Northeast. They're going to be dealing with temperatures that are quite hot. We'll get to that in a second. We do have freezing temperatures throughout the interior portions of the West. By tomorrow, all of that, look at that, the South, the Ohio Valley, and the Northeast, the East Coast, they're going to be dealing with above average temperatures, as well as California and the Southwest, and even the leeward side of the Cascades. Parts of the Pacific Northwest and the Great Basin area will be dealing with warm weather, and as well as the northern plains. Chilly temperatures only in the Rockies. As we move towards Sunday morning, by Sunday morning there will be a lot of warm lows throughout the South and Mid-Atlantic states. Chilly temperatures throughout the Rockies, the Cascades, and as well as the interior portion of the Northeast. As we move towards Sunday night, a lot of warmth will occur throughout the southern half of the United States, plus the Great Plains as well, and as well as the leeward side of the Cascades and the Great Basin, and as well as the coastal portion of the Northeast, but the interior portion, chilly. And as we move towards Monday morning, there will be warm lows throughout the Gulf Coast, plus the Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic states, and as well as the Central Valley, California. It'll get really chilly throughout the Northwest and the interior portions of the West. A little bit chilly, but not dramatically so throughout throughout the rest of the country, like the Northern Plains, Great Lakes, and the Northeast. And finally, by Monday night, there will be a lot of hot temperatures throughout California, throughout the Southwest, and as well as the Great Plains, Mid-Atlantic, Ohio Valley, and much of the South, and a little bit milder temperatures throughout the Northeast, and as well as parts of Montana and the Pacific Northwest as well. Now let's talk about the dew point. The dew point, folks, well, there's going to be a lot of moisture. It's going to happen throughout the eastern third of the United States, plus much of the South and the Ohio Valley. Not much going on in the West Coast, though. But by tomorrow night, there will be a lot of moisture plaguing the South, the Mid-Atlantic, the Northeast, as well as the Ohio Valley. Not much, well, just a little bit in the West Coast. By Sunday morning, a lot of moisture will linger throughout the South, but less moisture in the Northeast, and as well as much of the rest of the country, with a little bit in Central Valley, California, and as well as eastern Montana. By Sunday night, drier air moves in towards the Great Plains right now. By Sunday night. However, there will still be a lot of moisture to go around throughout the Gulf Coast, as well as the Mississippi Valley, the Ohio Valley, the Mid-Atlantic states, and a little more moisture will occur throughout the Central Valley, California. By Monday morning, there will be more dry air moving in, but more moisture to go around throughout the Gulf Coast, and that moisture would still linger throughout the Ohio Valley and some parts of the Mid-Atlantic states. And finally, by Monday night, there will be plenty of moisture throughout places like the South, the Mid-Atlantic, the Ohio Valley, and the Mid-Mississippi Valley and the Central Great Plains region, and a little bit in Northern California. Now let's take a look at convection, or known as CAPE. Well, there's a good amount of CAPE throughout the central portion of the United States, plus you have a traceable amount of CAPE throughout the southwestern portion of the country. As we move towards tomorrow night, a lot of CAPE, a lot of convection throughout the south, and as well as the East Coast. Traceable amounts in the southern Rockies, and as well as the northwestern portion of the country. By Sunday morning, there will still be plenty of convection throughout the south, throughout Texas, throughout the lower Mississippi Valley, a little bit of CAPE throughout the East Coast, and as well as the northwestern portion of the country. And as we move towards Sunday night, a lot of CAPE all over the South, all over the Mississippi Valley, and the Ohio Valley as well. A little bit of CAPE throughout the northwestern corner of the country. And by Monday morning, there will still be a lot of CAPE throughout to the Gulf Coast. A little bit of CAPE throughout the middle Mississippi Valley, and as well as the Northwest. And finally, Monday night, there will be lots of CAPE all over the country, with the exception of the Northeast, that is. but a lot of it will be throughout the Gulf Coast and the Ohio Valley. And what about precipitation? Let's take a look at the precipitation. So, by 8 o'clock on tomorrow morning, there will be snow throughout the southern Rockies and portions of Arizona and New Mexico. Yet, there could be a little bit of snow throughout the northern half of the Great Lakes region. But otherwise, there will be lots of rain to go around, some thunderstorms throughout the southern plains, lower and middle Mississippi Valley, the Ohio Valley, and especially portions of the Northeast. So, you know what they say, what goes up must come down. And that's the temperatures and as well as the weather. But by tomorrow night, didn't mean to do that. By tomorrow night, there will be plenty of moisture that stretches from New Mexico all the way to the Northeast. So got to be on a lookout. And there's also going to be rain and a little bit of mountain snow throughout the northern Rockies. And let's take a look at what's going on for Sunday morning. By Sunday morning, there will be rain and thunderstorms throughout the southern plains and lower Mississippi Valley, and some showers throughout the Ohio Valley as well. Mountain snow and valley rains throughout Montana and the northern Rockies, and as well as portions of the Pacific Northwest. Offshore showers will occur throughout California, and even in places like the Carolinas. By Sunday night, look at this. You see what you're seeing, folks? This is what a cold front looks like. This does indicate that there will be severe weather on Sunday. That could occur throughout the Mississippi Valley, and as well as some rains throughout the northern Rockies, but there will be mountain snow in the Cascades and the Rockies as well. The northern Rockies, I should say. And moving into Monday morning, that cold front moves east, yet the storm will move towards places like the rest of the Mississippi Valley, the Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes region, and there will also be wet weather throughout the northern Rockies with mountain snow and valley rains throughout that part of the country, and as well as the Pacific Northwest, and offshore showers throughout California, coastal California. Finally, we do have scattered showers throughout the south, and plenty of storms to go around throughout the Great Lakes region in the interior portions of the Northeast, but in the northern half of the Great Lakes region, there will be winter weather, a variety of which, depending on the temperature profile, rain-snow line that is. There will be a lot of rain throughout the northern plains region, the Dakotas, and the northern Rockies, but with snow in the mountainous portions of that region, and as well as some parts of the Pacific Northwest. And finally, we will show you guys what's going to happen throughout the next 3 days in terms of snowfall. Not much going on in the Northeast, but in the Midwest, in places like northeastern Minnesota and northern Wisconsin and the upper peninsula of Michigan, there will be snow of up to around 4 to 8 inches of snow. In the west, starting with the southwest, there will be a lot of snow throughout the northern half of Arizona, with up to 2 feet of snow in some areas. Other areas could be dealing with up to a foot. And the same story throughout southwestern Colorado. And even that snow will spread out towards the plains portion of Colorado, with only up to 4 inches to 6 inches of snow wherever it's not mountainous. And throughout the Rockies portion of Wyoming, up to about 8 to 12 to 4 to 16 inches of snow in some areas, as well as the the Rockies portion of Montana, and as well as Idaho, and the Cascades, dealing with mountain snow of up to 4 to 6 inches in the peninsula as well. Well, folks, that's all we got in terms of what we got for winter weather. Oh no, in terms of the stream. But, however, there is one thing I do want to show you guys, to tell you guys the weather topic of the day. Now, the weather topic of the day, and this one is very, very difficult to explain in words. I mean, or rather through pictures, because it's kind of hard for me to imagine what potential temperature is like. But I can't tell you guys what potential temperature is. So, give me a moment. All right, so here it goes. So, what is potential temperature? Potential temperature is the theoretical temperature an air parcel would have if it were compressed or expanded adiabatically without heat exchange to a standard pressure, typically of 1,000 hectopascals or 1,000 millibars. It's a useful quantity. Now, why is it useful? Potential temperature helps. You know what? Sorry about that. My voice is starting to feel awful. Just give me a second. Okay, take two. Potential temperature is the theoretical temperature an air parcel would have if it were compressed or expanded adiabatically, which is without heat exchange, to a standard pressure, typically 1,000 millibars or hectopascals, depending on your preference. It's useful because potential temperature helps meteorologists understand how air parcels will behave in different atmospheric conditions. Since it's conserved in adiabatic processes, it allows for comparisons of temperature at different altitudes without the complicating factor of temperature changes due to heat transfer. Well, folks, that's all I got for today. But tomorrow we will have a better shot at showing you at the weather topic of the day, better weather topics of the day. But in the meantime, thank you guys for watching. In terms of streaming tomorrow, well, I will stream you guys Kingdom Hearts. Hopefully we'll finish that in just one stream or two this weekend. But let me try to think. Well, I will stream tomorrow night, but the timing of which is going to be quite difficult. I will stream again from 6 to 8 p.m. That would be better for me. Otherwise, in a surprise move, I could stream at around 1 to 3, but don't count on that. I'll stream for you guys 6 to 8 p.m. But on Sunday, for sure, I could stream from 1 to 3. No, not 1 to 3. Probably. Yeah, you know what? Just keep it 6 to 8 p.m. As well. But do follow me on Twitch and turn on the notifications so that you guys know exactly when I'll be streaming. It could be a surprise stream for you folks, but keep an eye on it. All right. Right now, everything is all up in the air. But let's not forget about what's going on with. Oh yeah, I already did discuss it, but. Special marine warnings for those of you boaters out there. You might want to let me know in the chat if it's live, as well as the special weather statements. But right now I've already covered much of what's going on. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow, whether if it's tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon. And until then, love you guys. Peace out, everybody. Signing out.